settings. If you want to look at it and see.
Hmm.
So I'm huffing and puffing like an old man. Oops, I chose the wrong classic.
Balls Mahoney.
Hmm.
My character didn't save.
Hmm.
Or rather, didn't get transferred over. And my saves didn't get transferred over. Balls Mahoney again.
We're in Seal of the Dawn. There we go. Ow. Oh, that was weird.
Well then, looks like I'm gonna have to boot up the old PC to retrieve some more files. But that's gonna wait till later.
Yeah, you're not able to just do, have it cloud save.
It didn't cloud save, but my game, my single player game, well, I didn't cloud save anything for 7 days.
Okay.
Which, not the worst thing to lose, but
It's still annoying.
I will go retrieve it tomorrow. Which also means I wonder what did save. I gotta test this. No way. If I had to start over in Earth Defense Force 5, I'm gonna be fucking furious. Because grinding in that game is painful. Like you wouldn't believe. Well, you probably would believe.
If it's an Asian game, probably a lot of grinding. No offense.
I don't know why I'd be offended.
No offense to the Asian people. Oh god. Bear's getting attacked by a Fell Reaver.
Okay, good news. It cloud saved this game.
Yay.
So I don't have to worry about having to start over next time. Dante absolutely has to play Earth Defense Force 5. So I would just fucking say, nope, not gonna do it.
Not gonna grind out 200 hours.
No, not it. I am 25 hours into the game. I'm about 10% complete. Getting that far again
Yeah.
means I'll spend at least half the time dead. And Dante having to rescue me or just do the mission by himself. I am literally a corpse on the battlefield already.
Rexumi.
That didn't cloud save. All my loot games probably didn't cloud save. Granted, I probably still have. No, I do have to still download all the uncensorship bullshit.
For what?
For all my loot games.
Say that more clearly into the mic so I get it on stream. Don't worry, it'll only be watched by ones of people, mostly me.
Let's see, what can I say to get you kicked off YouTube?
Oh my god, I would. You would say it and then you report it. What?
I turned on your stream and it's right at that part.
Does it look clear?
Yeah.
And I don't mean like, yes, I can read the text. I mean like, is it like, yeah, it looks nice.
It's nice and smooth, like your butt.
My butt is actually very cottage cheesy.
You need to do more squats, my good sir.
I need to do more anything.
You and me both.
Yeah. Move up to Minnesota and then we'll walk together.
We ain't walking, we're gonna weightlift. We're going to be like Hans and Franz. I am going to bump you up.
Oh.
And I think you did not hear that clip.
God,
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I did. God, that's where it was from. There's a Hansgar and Franzgar in a dungeon in Warcraft. Hans, we got the gem. So ungem it. Except this one, they were metal workers, not iron pumpers.
This delay is honestly
Yeah.
kind of I'm good.
I could reduce the latency, but I don't know what that would do to the.
You don't need to do it, my goods. It's just weird hearing
Yeah.
something I said like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Just means I have to mute your stream if I want to watch it, because eventually it'll get to a point where I forget, is this you talking or is this your stream talking?
Yeah, or you get vocal jamming. Have you ever seen those?
No.
You play your own voice back at you with the delay and you can't talk.
Yes. Do remember this one time I was watching Louis. This is a while ago, back when I was friends with Louis.
Where were
I
you?
was watching one of his Twitch streams, and I was trying to have a conversation with him, but I kept hearing the voice from like 10 seconds ago, and eventually got to a point where I'm arguing with past Louis.
Now you understand why time travel is a fickle thing. I don't know if fickle's the right word. Complicated.
You don't fuck with time travel.
Time traveling's a very complicated profession.
Things can backfire time traveling in ways you cannot predict.
Well, I mean, Fry became his own grandfather, and that gave him immunity to the brains.
I still find that episode incredibly fucked up.
Mm-hmm. The fucked up part is Fry knows. It's not like...
Not to mention...
Huh?
Not to mention they ripped that off Red Dwarf. Well, then again, not many people watch Red Dwarf, so... Especially back then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they ripped it from Red Dwarf. But then again, Red Dwarf, Lister was his own father.
Red Dwarf, did that have a... No, what? Spaced was the one with Simon Pegg and Peter Serafinowicz.
Yes. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Mm-hmm. That's what got them started, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, and I'm feeling very weirded out because I was thinking about that literally 5 minutes ago before I booted up my computer.
That's funny.
Yes. Are you riding a zebra?
No, it's got armor on. I'll show it to you.
It's a bit hard to tell, but I'm not blaming that on the stream, I'm just blaming it on the design.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where if you don't know what you're looking at, your eyes just kind of blur it all together. It's supposed to be like straps.
I shall hit you, creature. That is totally not ripped off and no, I don't know what the fuck they're called. Creature from Starship Troopers.
Yeah. It's afraid. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta tell you this because I'm kind of weirded out, surprised and weirded out in a good way. I was watching this anime, and it's the anime I've been talking to you about. That's a romance anime, rom-com.
Uh-huh.
And for the 3rd season, the closing video in the anime is literally just part of the film, of the first battle part of the film from Starship Troopers 1997. The art, everything.
Was there a Starship Troopers that wasn't from 1997?
Yes. There's Starship Troopers in 1999. There's Starship Troopers the book. There's the movies that came after the 1997, which most of those suck.
That's usually how it works with sequels.
Especially when it's direct-to-video sequels.
Ooh.
Direct-to-video means we had no faith in it, so...
Yeah. Is it even studios that do direct-to-video, or do they like license it out to another studio to do it?
I don't know the answer to that. I do know that if it goes direct-to-video, it means they have no faith in it making any money in the box office.
Just like that Buzz Lightyear Star Command direct-to-video I got after Toy Story 2. It was traditional animation, not like Toy Story animation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a cartoon?
Yep. Buzz had a blue guy that was his friend, and then the blue guy died, and then Buzz found out the blue guy was a bad guy. You're good, but I'm better.
Yeah, he did have a cartoon series.
And my 10-year-old mind was like, oh my god, a twist. The good guy was bad? Never. That's like them saying that Senator Palpatine's gonna be the bad guy in Star Wars. I'd never expect that.
No, I expected that when I
Well,
saw
I mean-
Phantom Menace, and I was just thinking to myself, wait a minute, that's Palpatine. How the fuck as a writer are you going to have Palpatine be in this film when we all know he's the big bad guy in the very end?
Yeah. I know that, I wonder, let's just say they had the technology then, back in the 70s and 80s. Do you think Star Wars would have been better if they would have started off with the end of the Republic? Or do you think
well-
it would have been this? Or do you think George Lucas would have directed it the same way?
That's a tough call, I gotta admit. I know, I've heard this debate, I know what Lucas said. I know what my dad has told me about this, because he goes to he went to Comic-Con, especially way back then when Star Wars first came out, and then when the prequels were at first announced. And according to Lucas, the studio didn't have a ton of faith in his Star Wars franchise. He thought he'd only be able to get one movie out at best, so he needed to go with the best story he had.
Okay.
And so he decided, let's start with the middle, because this is where all the good stuff happens, and hope for the best. And hey, it worked.
Yeah.
Now, I do wonder that very same thing. What if he started with actual episode 1? But you have to remember, special effects technology was pretty much invented when Star Wars New Hope was being made. A lot of it. They pioneered so much for that film that trying to do episode 1 with all those robot people, it'd come out looking like a shitty Doctor Who video movie.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, I think back when George Lucas was first starting out, I think some people still had a little bit of the creative control. Like, didn't his wife do a bunch of editing or something?
Oh.
I know it wasn't like with the prequels. He was pretty much the sole arbiter of what went in the movies.
No. She didn't have anything to do with Star Wars, but I do remember hearing something about that, but I think that was for Indiana Jones.
Okay.
She edited Indiana Jones because Spielberg and Lucas said, we wanted this done by someone with a different perspective.
I know that's what one guy did for the
But I could be wrong about that fact.
What is that? What Mad Max Fury Road? Some guy had his wife direct it or edit it because she had never edited.
Alright. Maybe I'm getting those two stories confused. I don't honestly know.
Possibly.
Original Star Wars, no. I don't think his wife had anything to do with it.
Well, I know some like Return of the Jedi. Was it Return of the Jedi the third in the original?
Yes.
Yeah, that was George Lucas had the least directorial say in that one, and a lot of people say it's the best one. You know, so
there's a reason for that. The reason he had a lesser role of directing the third one is because he pretty much had a heart attack at the start of filming.
Oh shit!
And needed to, he needed to cut down on his stress. So he needed somebody else to take the reins. And that is something that's a fact. Yeah, fact. You could have, although it's probably not really a heart attack. It's just like chest pains.
Yeah, it's just something that could have been bad.
Remember, this was 1970 still. I think it was late 70s, early 80s. So
you had a heart attack. You need to drink more hard liquor and smoke more cigarettes.
So anyway, he got told you need to reduce the amount of stress or you're going to die.
Yeah.
So he got somebody else to take over directorial duties for that film. He was involved. It's not like he just sat it all out. It's just somebody else took over.
Yeah.
And is it the best one? There's a lot I like. I found some video footage that got left on the cutting room floor that honestly anchors me, because I felt even though it's just like a 12-second bit of footage, it really would have helped the movie.
About what?
Oh, it's just Han Solo, Chewie, and Leia assaulting the shield station.
Oh.
With some of the troopers they brought with them. It's on the inside, not the outside.
Oh yeah, they never go inside, do they? Or do they just run out and it's like, oh, we're done?
No, they go inside, they take the place over, and then come out and, oh no, fuck, we're outnumbered. It was a trap.
It's a tarp.
So, that's another thing about Star Wars. There's all this cut footage from the originals, and when you go back and look at the cut footage, you're like, this would have helped! This would have made it. This explains a lot.
Yeah.
Or really would have made the movie better if they didn't leave this out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I get it. You want your films to be shorter run times and all that bullshit so you can have more viewings.
I'm guessing on the cutting room table, it was like, we need to have this scene or this scene. So it's like they're both pretty decent scenes, but it's like we gotta pick one.
No, they cut for time.
Well, yeah, they cut for time, so it's like we gotta cut this scene or this scene.
Yeah. But the things they cut, like a lot of them, if you find them, some of them are hard to find, but there's actual YouTube videos of most of them. Like, oh my goodness, this really, why did you put this into the DVD when you did all the special effects bullshit?
God, have they ever re-released like the original cuts?
No.
Like, even I thought it was very distracting to have like a frickin' like lizard monster cover up the whole screen when they get into, was it Mos Eisley?
Yes, I know what scene you're talking about. And I remember seeing that. I remember the first time he re-released it. It was in theaters, and kid me, who's like 5th or 6th grade at the time, was so fucking excited.
Mm-hmm.
Because I pretty much way back in the day, I watched the original Star Wars trilogy on tape like almost every weekend or every month at the very least.
Yeah. If I had a VHS player at Goodwill, it wasn't a full case. It was just like the inner sleeve that held the tapes. It had the original trilogy, and I was tempted, but it's like I'd get this, and what I would do with it? It'd just sit there.
I have some bad news for you, my dude.
Well, it probably would have been worth something. Well,
no. The bad news is you're trying to watch an analog format on a digital TV. You're going to lose picture.
Well, I do have a CRT, big ass fucking CRT here. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Right. That's all I gotta say. I have the original trilogy still, as previously mentioned. Haven't watched it. Don't really care to, because, well, I'd have to find a VHR player. VHS player.
VHR? VHR? I mean VCR.
Okay, I have to ask, why do these pigs keep turning red?
They're enraging. They're like, we have demon blood in us. We're just like, they're like corrupted from the area.
They have demon blood and then they inflate.
Well, they get mad and
like
get big.
Pufferfish.
Yes. You know, he's getting real big and getting mad. Grr. And that's basically Warcraft's only way to tell you that something's getting mad is it gets big and red.
What is this Bugs Bunny shit? Speaking of Bugs Bunny shit, I actually saw a Roadrunner cartoon where the coyote actually captures the Roadrunner. And then he pulls up a sign to the audience. Okay, I got him, now what?
Yeah, like a dog. Like a dog chasing cars. I don't know what I'd do if I caught it. I don't know. Joker. Probably shoot everybody inside.
This was literally like the last Roadrunner cartoon from the original run. And he doesn't really catch it. He's kind of shrunk down and just has his arms around a leg. So, I was watching cartoons with my littlest buddy. I put on Roadrunner because he seems to like it. Especially since it's not complicated for him.
Chase thing, catch thing.
No, you watch a Bugs Bunny cartoon, Bugs Bunny has dialogue, and that dialogue helps with the story and the humor of it.
Mm-hmm.
You watch Roadrunner, there is no dialogue, and anybody could watch it, and you can get the story very simply.
You know how they're making terrible reboots of stuff all the time? I want to make
Yes.
a dark, gritty reboot of Roadrunner, just for the stupidity of it. And just have it a guy who runs really fast, like he's got like mutations from like an emu or a ostrich, and then a guy who got a mutation from a coyote. and how Roadrunner he can run through paintings. It's just him able to warp reality. Just make it fucking awful, as terrible as you can.
Okay, I have a critique.
What is the critique?
Well, I have a suggestion, really.
Yes.
For this series to work, the coyote would have to be immortal in the Wolverine sense, in that he can get hurt as much as he can, but he regenerates his health.
Yeah, it'd be really like over the top, unnecessarily gory.
Because that's the only way it works. Otherwise, your antagonist dies on the first gag.
Yeah, just have it unnecessarily gory, and then he just like regenerates.
But that would be a messed up series. I don't think you can get the funding for that. But then again, what the fuck do I know? All you gotta do is rename it, pitch it to Rob Zombie, and maybe he'll make a horror film out
Oh
of it.
my god.
Call it The Trials of the Immortals.
Isn't that
Battle of the Immortals.
That sounds like
That's just me giving it a half-assed.
it sounds like Scottish. There can be only one.
Highlander.
Yeah, it sounds like Highlander. I mean, I'm immortal. I'm the guardian.
I'm Egyptian. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a shit Scottish. Yes, I'm Egyptian. I have a Scottish accent. I'm also from Spain, but I'm also your brother.
I'm doing more of the Courage the Cowardly Dog parody of Sean Connery, the Snowman. Yes, Mr. Icemaker.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with Connery impersonations.
I thought that was funny. I came into the school and we were doing a project. I thought it was just famous people, but the project was actually about historic people. So my dumbass doing a project of historic people chose Sean Connery. Everybody's got like Abraham Lincoln and Ben Franklin, and I'm like, Sean Connery.
I had that same history project in high school. I know one person chose Oprah.
Well, I guess in a way she's done some historic things.
Well, I had a unique choice.
Who is that?
John Browning. I need to write a paper about this, but I don't like writing papers. But if I write about guns, I like writing about guns.
You're such a...
I'll choose John Browning.
What's the word for a weeaboo but for guns?
I don't know, but I know there's a word for it. But yeah, so I wrote about John Browning, did a whole PowerPoint and everything about it. Completely took out his most significant weapon that he contributed.
What weapon was that? The Browning M60?
Oh, the M2 Browning. 5.0, the 50 cal.
I don't.
I mostly just talked about his automatic shotgun, the Colt 1911, and the BAR.
God made man, but Browning made him equal. No, it just made the guy who has the most guns equal. Or whatever.
That's a incorrect quote. Sam Colt made him equal.
But you're just talking about the Browning Colt.
Yes.
So Browning...
I also didn't go into any of the development of any of these weapons in detail.
Yes, because
Had I done that, we'd be there all day.
Yes, because people are like, wow, this is dumb. No. But yeah, I can't...
I actually learned the development of the 1911, and it has a very interesting development as a weapon, in my opinion, at least. Okay, that little person looks really weird with that armor.
I like how you
I'm a demon!
It's a little gnome. Little person being politically correct.
Well,
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not being
you want to risk getting kicked off YouTube? Uh-oh, this guy said a non-politically correct word on this stream. Cancel the stream. Demonetize.
I don't think I'm even monetized.
But yeah, that person with that armor when they're that short, it just looks silly.
That's a gnome.
That's a gnome.
I'm not like an elf. I'm not like a goblin. I'm like a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
Yes, I know. Probably the only person watching your stream.
No, the little gnome's watching the stream too.
How do you know?
Because
Did they tell you?
That's my buddy.
Oh. Wait, so they've heard me this whole time criticize them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You look silly.
You look silly. I'm not your buddy, guy. Oh.
So, the slideshow you got going in the corner there. Did you choose those images, or?
Those are just images from my screenshot folder. That's it.
Oh.
That's the screenshots I took while I was playing the original classic. God, the guy here named Zug my balls.
Who is this person?
So, bro, I heard you was talking shit.
Talking what?
You don't like little guys, huh?
I never said that.
You're just getting all shit.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Yeah, I know. Your character looks silly. I said it. Fight me.
Make a character in World of Warcraft, level it up to 70, he'll fight you.
Fuck that. You're not gonna get me to play Warcraft, Secton. I have very little free time, and I will not spend it on Warcraft.
Why don't you just be unemployed like me? Come on, bro. Live off your parents. Come on, bro. Can't everybody do that? Come on, bro.
No. Look, it's very unpleasant living off your parents, or at least my parents. My mom is a former accountant. She's retired now. She's trying to get me to pay the entire electricity bill because I bought a new computer. That's going to use more power than my last computer.
Don't. It doesn't. How much does it even cost? I'm gonna Google that.
It doesn't use that much more power than my old computer.
It costs.
If it did,
about a system that consumes 600 watts per hour will cost about $60 a month. If you I got to see how long that the average runtime for that is. Oh, the entire day. If you let it run 24/7, it would cost $60 a month.
yeah. And my mom's trying to con me into paying the entire electricity bill because I got a new computer. See why I don't want to quit my job and be a hobo?
Just carry your gaming PC on your back.
But it'll get stolen. I kid you not, thefts are up in California right now.
Yeah.
Some guy came into my work today before I got there, walked in, picked up these. They're called Mamaroos. They're like a expensive electronic baby swing. Picked up 2 of them and just walked out the door with them.
Indeed.
Big guy. Like, so big that my friend who works there is like, he had the face like he looked like he stabs people, so I wasn't gonna stop him.
Yeah.
Not that she could.
It's not even worth it. How much do those things cost a piece?
In total, he stole about $500-ish. I say ish because I'm not 100% on the price. They could be like $600 at this point for the pair, but it really depends which ones he got.
Mm-hmm. So how much do you
There's
think
like
it
a
would
20
cost if your buddy tried to stop, if your friend tried to stop him and she got punched in the face or something? Probably cost more than $500 to get her checked out to the emergency room.
I don't know.
You know.
I think she has the same insurance as I do, which isn't so bad.
But you know, just
But still,
in
she wasn't going to do that.
No,
She's not a fighter.
It's not worth it. It is not worth it. You're gonna get yourself killed over a baby store.
Oh, we know it. We can't stop anybody, but it pisses us off. It
Yeah.
also pisses us off that, yeah, we call the police. We can give the police their license number because she actually went out and got a picture of his license plate. Gave it to the police. Police are probably not going to do anything because in the state of California, so long as you don't steal something in the $900 range, it's apparently not worth prosecuting.
But here's the thing, though. If that guy keeps stealing, eventually he'll have like $1,000 of thefts, and then they can get him for a felony.
No. I don't know how the law works exactly, but it's based per incident. So, state of California is probably not going to do anything about it. Also, I've heard that our local DA is just not even doing his fucking job, apparently.
Well, it's easy to say that. You know, this DA didn't throw the book at a kid who stole a bag of chips. He's doing nothing. Some guy got caught with drugs, and he only got a year instead of the 30 years I wanted to give him.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Crime is getting out of control in my state. We're having follow-home robberies, so if you drive an expensive car, someone's going to follow you home and steal your shit. However, the shit they're stealing is oddly just watches of all things.
They're real easy to fence, I suppose. Or not fence,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I know what you mean.
pawn.
If you wear a Rolex and drive a fancy car, some asshole's gonna jump you as soon as you get home and steal your Rolex.
Mm.
Luckily, I'm poor. I drive a truck so old it can drink.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of times where it's like, crime and everything's out of control, and then you look at it and it's like, no, It's lower than it was before.
No, it's higher.
Nice knowing you, Steve.
Sorry.
I don't know what that guy's trying to do.
Well, there are also a bunch of smash and grabs in my state. There was even one at my local mall, which isn't that local. It's like a
Fucking
20,
shadows is so
20
broken.
minute drive away. So, yeah. They stole from the jewelry store at my local mall. Busted the display cases and stole the jewelry. Hopefully they were the fakes.
Mhm. Warcraft PvP is so
What?
great.
Why do you say that?
It's not, it's awful.
So the person you're trying to attack right now is another player?
Yeah, well, he attacked us.
He's a rogue, and rogues in this iteration of the game are broken.
Like, imagine, you know how like sneaky characters are usually pretty fragile to balance out the fact they can turn invisible?
No.
Like ninjas.
You know how in your anime games ninjas are usually fragile but they're very strong?
No. My ninja is actually really beefy.
Oh my god.
Historical ninjas. No armor. Move fast. Quiet.
Yeah, historical ninjas, there's not a lot of history,
Oh
because
my
if there's history about you as a ninja,
We're trying to have
I'm just messing with you.
Traditional ninjas.
Yes, traditional ninjas, the good ones, they didn't wear armor because it slowed them down.
Didn't you just say we don't know which ones were good?
Yes, you don't know which ones are good because any ninja that has history about them was not a good ninja, as the story goes.
Rogues are like
Stuff.
traditional ninjas in this game, except they're not traditional because they're like tanks when it comes to certain abilities.
They can become immune to magic, and they can become, like, you cannot hit them. They dodge everything.
And they have all the benefits of a traditional ninja, even the ones that are purely fantastical.
You should play the Sky. It has the best ninjas.
I don't even know what that game is.
I will buy it for you on Steam.
No, the last game you bought for me I never played.
What was the last game I bought for you?
Boobs Saga.
Oh, that one. Don't play that one. Seriously, delete it. Return it. Get rid of it.
I like how the guy was dumb enough to run up to a warrior. And then it's like, hey buddy, I got demoralized and shout.
Seriously, get rid of that game. Do not install. Do not touch.
Why'd you give it to me then?
Well, at the time, it seemed like a good game. I got it at release without knowing what was really in it. It was more of a, ooh, pretty box sort of situation. And the whole reason I got it is I wanted to support games like that, especially independently developed ones. Because it was a full 3D adventure game like that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't your typical, oh, slideshow with a bunch of pictures and a fucking novel to read to go along with it. So I want more games like that, so I figured, oh, if I buy it, it'll help the industry. Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, it showed that it sold, but the developer... How do I put this?
Was a weird pervert.
Yes.
Must remember.
Not to mention, he didn't put enough effort into it.
Isn't that all porn games?
No. Like, how can I put this? His humor eventually just got... He put humor into it, but it was like juvenile level humor into an H game.
Most H games would be considered fairly juvenile. The plots in them usually devolve into like, hello, I am human. Hi. Sex? Yes.
Game was not supposed to be serious, and I take the whole not serious part. That would have been fine with me, but then he added feces to it. And feces is my I'm not into this, I'm out of here bye line.
Feces spread diseases.
Look, if you're into fecal shit, that was stupid of me to say. If you're a fecal philiac, that's fine. I don't want to see it, so I'm leaving.
It's the correct term is
What do you need, stranger?
No, that coprophagia isn't that where you eat shit?
Go on.
I think so. Though I don't know, to be honest. I don't want to Google it either.
Go.
I'm already getting ads for shit that I don't want.
Good, do it. You still get ads?
Yes. Especially now, since I had to reinstall my security software. So now I'm getting ads for the security software I bought.
Why don't you just get uBlock Origin and ad blocker?
I haven't gotten that yet.
It's just an extension.
Again, I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't even downloaded Firefox on this PC yet.
Not really seeing the negative there.
Hey, I like Firefox.
Not give up.
I like Firefox as well. I was
It doesn't
very
eat
happy
all of
with
my
it.
RAM.
Google Chrome can suck dick.
It sucks
Most
RAM.
people switch to Opera.
It will suck off your memory anyway.
Oh yeah, I saw Jimmy here advertising Opera.
Go on, then.
The gamer's choice.
Yeah, you can limit how much RAM it uses on the fly.
Not to mention, I have to use Google Chrome at my work for PCs that were built before Google Chrome.
Okay.
And our office PCs, so they are stripped down to bare bones as bare bones can be and cheap as hell. So they can barely run Google Chrome. Yet everything has to run on Google Chrome at work.
Yeah.
Must not give up.
Azureth the Merciless? Did that say Merciless? You moved too fast, so I couldn't read the rest of the name.
Keep a close eye on this broken scum. Far too many have escaped from us. Okay.
Big dude's just gonna completely ignore you as you walk away.
Getting your
Do
short
not
skill
even
up.
think of fleeing broken wretches. I couldn't read the rest.
We're gonna kill that big dude in a moment.
I
Okay.
promise you a fate worse than death.
Are you gonna climb up his leg and stab him in the anus?
No, Secton's gotta go get the rod before we do that.
Yeah, I gotta
Or-
get my rod ready.
Yeah.
Or are you going to recreate the scene from Evolution?
We don't know what that is.
Look at this. Look at this shit.
So,
His
what
chest
was
is a
his
mouth.
name?
He's got two mouths.
Really?
One on his chest and one on his mouth.
He's got gas.
What's his name? Oh, God,
He eats you with his belly. Like his belly actually has its own mouth.
Does he have to have a second stomach for his stomach to digest?
You know who Mulder from the X-Files is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actor. He was in a film called Evolution. The movie's about a meteorite that crashes in the Arizona desert, and he's a professor of evolution and finds the meteorite. And then the government comes along and quarantines the area because it releases a bacteria that starts growing like a little fungus colony.
So it's a fungus, not a bacteria.
Okay. It keeps evolving. So it starts off as just like a plant, and then less than a week later, it's evolved into its own little ecosystem in this cave in the Arizona desert.
Arizona
And eventually-
bacteria wouldn't be too long in town.
Eventually, it turns itself into a giant kaiju, essentially, for the sake of summary.
So does
And they have to...
Mulder have to grow giant and fight it?
No. They figure out how to kill it. And the only way to kill it is with...
Like,
With
was
what?
It? It was some... It was a shampoo.
Oh,
There was the shampoo. At that time, I forget. I think it was Head and Shoulders, but I could be wrong.
how much money do you think they got for that?
Well, I don't know, but there's even a joke ad for it
Oh
in
my
the film.
God. Don't tell me that entire film was made as an excuse to advertise Head and Shoulders.
Well, it's a shitty comedy movie, so
Oh my God.
it has some legit humor in it. Like, the funniest scene is when they go and fight the kaiju, and by fighting it, what I really mean is they get under it with a fire truck, and the fire truck's loaded up with the shampoo.
And they spray it in a grundle.
They spray it in its anus with the shampoo. But the character who's originally spraying it gets sucked up into the creature's anus.
Tom.
It's the funniest part in the whole fucking film.
Mm.
And then they pull him out and he's like, "You never tell anyone what happened."
God. I got anal bored. Don't tell anyone.
It is the funniest part in the film. What was his name? It's a decent film if you want to check it out. I think it's on Netflix, but I could be wrong.
Netflix.
Since all my information of what's on Netflix is dated. But Netflix is the home of a lot of bad and obscure movies, or at least it used to be. Still remember when Netflix was literally the place to go and watch all the reject films.
see you soon.
Hey, they needed content, and what better cheap content can you get than bad movies?
Oh, no, that's just sweet. We got a paladin on our server advertising listening services for anybody who might be struggling with their mental health.
Is he in World?
He's in looking for group.
Oh, I'm not in looking for group. That's
He
nice.
said, hello to everyone out there. I struggle with mental health, and I know many of you do too. I just wanted to let you know I am here to listen if you need an ear. I have heard it all, and if you need to.
I'm sure. I wonder how many assholes try to troll him.
Here I was about to make a joke about that, but I'm gonna keep it to myself now.
Yes. I wonder, is the Enclave still on the server? I know
No.
they changed to a bunch of different guilds, but
I don't know. I don't know, I guess.
I feel like Horrigan
Enclave.
was like the only person. It was just a cult of personality. They had nothing else. I felt like as soon as Horrigan left, it just kind of disintegrated. Unless he re-rolled a different character, I have not seen him on since all that shit happened.
So when you literally have a senator from a state asking for your ban from a video game,
Yeah.
it's pretty damning evidence against you.
Yeah, and I think it was
What?
pretty. This guy, Buzzcut Psycho, or Horrigan, depending if you're playing PlanetSide 2 or WoW. He's really fucking racist. And just kind of like a huge dick.
Yeah, he named his guild after the Enclave from Fallout.
Like, You know, EJP, are you familiar with like 1488 and all that shit?
No.
1488, it's stupid. 14 is the 14 words that Hitler said. You know, racist shit. And 88 is the eighth letter of the alphabet, H. HH, Heil Hitler. So he was a type of quote-unquote funny guy who would go around and, like, if you had a character that had dark skin, he would trade you 14 silver and 88 copper and watermelon and fried chicken because he thought that was the funniest thing ever. And then the guild was having a role-playing event, not the guild, the server. So he dressed up as a, in his words, I quote, a white spooky ghost with a pointed hat and a torch.
And an African American player
I
character.
think you've told me this
Yeah.
story before.
With a character named Jesse Jackson. And yeah, and basically it got the attention of a senator. It like the entire server got riled up and pissed off at him, and then of course Blizzard never says what they do for account actions, but he just stopped logging on one day. And his website went down, which was just cringe. You know the alpha bro sigma male bullshit you see on YouTube? That's super cringy.
No.
Are you like 50 years old? I swear.
Look, I don't watch that crap.
I don't either, but it comes up on YouTube.
I don't run
Where
into
it's like Tony Soprano bullshit where like some guy makes fun of him so he starts crying and kills him. Like that type of shit, and they instead of saying it's insecure, they're like, "Oh, that's tough."
Nope, I haven't seen anything like that.
But that was like his entire website is him LARPing stories of how cool he was and how awesome he was. And it's like this guy's
I
like
am so great.
40
I am so great.
Yeah, this guy's like 40 years old, like saying this shit like in Planet Side 2, dude, you're an idiot. No one would follow you into battle. But follow you into battle, it's a fucking game. You know, like, you know, he's just like an asshole. And then as soon as whatever what's the company that runs Planet Side 2? They said any behavior outside of the game will now also any behavior outside of the game that would break our TOS in game will get you banned. And then he just magically stopped playing Planet Side 2 after that. Yeah, he had a website cleverly named the Enclave Oil Rig, or the Oil Rig, and it's like, didn't the Enclave Oil Rig get blown up by a guy with a spear?
I thought they got nuked.
Yeah, they got nuked by a guy with a
Think they're blown
spear.
up.
The Chosen One in Fallout 2.
Chosen One!
You're literally a tribal,
Yeah, I know.
and it's like, why would it's like the guy who's too stupid to realize the irony of it, how the Enclave is fighting for like a pure world, yet Horrigan is a super mutant, mutated in power armor. Like, you'd have to be... It's the kind of irony that people that watch Starship Troopers and think like, yeah, it's so good and cool, yeah.
Now, bad time to tell you, I never realized it was satire on fascism until someone pointed that out to me. But I like Starship Troopers because it was violent, guns, killing bugs,
And sex.
and the shower scene.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I did not. Granted, I saw that film in the 5th grade, long before I learned what fascism was.
Yeah, it's
It was
just...
the
Mhm.
It was the first real rated R film that I saw. And I say real because, yes, I had seen some rated R films before that, but they were always on TV, so it never counted. When I was over at Grandma's house.
The funny thing is the guy... Huh?
The first R-rated film was Titanic.
Yeah, I remember the sex scene in the
That
car.
wasn't
My parents ran up and shut the
R-rated.
TV off.
Titanic was PG-13. I
It
could
had
have sworn it was
titties in it.
PG-13.
Oh.
Yes, and it was still PG-13. I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I remember if we wanted to watch the Titanic, we couldn't watch the first tape in the 2-tape series because the first tape had the boobies on it.
And a little bit of Bush.
Yeah.
Oh, he's right. It is PG-13.
Haha! I was right! But, yeah.
Then my first R-rated film was Saving Private Ryan.
Well, first R-rated film that I saw that was on television was either The Crow or Predator 2.
First R-rated movie I saw was Scary Movie.
But first in-theater rated R film was Starship Troopers.
Were we supposed to save somebody? Oh, here.
Everybody's dead, Stephen. Everybody's dead.
Who?
Well, I was gonna say Dave, but there is no Dave, and you wouldn't get the joke if I said Dave.
You must fight me. It's the only way to... Isn't that how we basically break everybody free of everything? We just kill them?
You must free me from this mortal coil by killing me.
Fight me, mortal!
Greetings, mortal. I am the god...
I
round
am
thingy.
God King Skovald!
You will submit to our will or be annihilated.
You will be ass-immolated.
Oh wow, look at this epic fight in the corner of a building up against a wall.
Shit, I probably should have gone to Telemat first. Telemat, whatever you call it.
You have saved me. Please take one of these 3 trinkets that I totally did not have up my ass.
Yes.
What
Son,
trinket did you take?
I didn't. Not a trinket, just a necklace. Son, I wore this
Oh.
watch up my ass for a decade, and I want you to have it.
I play this game too much. I was literally, like, right then, I was like, that quest doesn't give a trinket.
Yes, I remember that scene from Pulp Fiction. When I first saw that scene...
That's not Pulp Fiction,
Why?
isn't that Deer Hunter?
No, that's Pulp Fiction.
With Christopher Walken?
Yes, that is from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
He is talking to young Butch, aka Bruce Willis's character.
Oh.
It's the opening scene.
Yeah, that
Okay.
watch is the whole reason Butch goes back to his apartment
Mm-hmm.
and meets with Johnny Boy.
I watched that movie with you at your place, but I still don't fucking remember half of the shit.
Well, to be fair, because Pulp Fiction's told out of sync, or it's told in bits and pieces that are not in a particular order.
Do I have a
So it can be-
sign on my door that says dead blank storage? No. Because storing dead blanks ain't none of my fucking business. God, that's so dumb.
Tell me how you really feel, Sexton.
It's funny, but it's dumb.
Yes.
Sexton, you are not Wow Hobbs.
And not what?
Wow Hobbs.
What's WoW Hobbs do?
Hobbs, you know the AoE puller?
Oh. Yeah.
Hey
Oh,
guys, Hobbs here. Today I'm in Scarlet Monastery. It's a great
oh
rhythmic gold,
yeah!
everybody
You
gets
showed
levels.
me.
Blessings upon you.
You were so impressed by that.
Be kind.
I was
I have
too
a
once I learned what it actually meant.
I do that on my paladin now. It's so cool.
Okay, I need a vendor.
Excuse me, my good sir. May I ask a question?
Okay,
Yeah.
What is up with this guy in that game?
we're in space.
Oh.
Basically, the planet like literally blew the fuck up. The planet we're on, Draenor. So you have like evil, fell energy all around, and yeah. It's a spooky.
Browse at your leisure.
Browse at your leisure.
Long story short, don't drink the demon blood.
Well, I already knew that.
Don't drink demon blood, don't trust demons. Is 12 strength or 26 attack power better?
I think 26 attack power for you. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, it's 2 more attack power.
Yeah, I think you get 2 attack power per 1 point of strength as a warrior.
Are there melee weapon differences and advantages based on what kind of weapon it is?
Depending on your class, yes.
For my class, yes. I have different weapon specializations. I can get a 5% chance to get an extra auto attack, which is pretty big. A small chance to stun someone and gain rage when I use a mace. Or extra critical hit when I use an axe or a polearm.
And what class are you?
A warrior.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure. I was not 100% certain you were a warrior, but yeah.
Yeah, warrior's just like your D&D fighter. Speaking of, I really would like to get into Neverwinter again.
Well, you can always talk to Dante about it and get that going.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, my dude, but I will not be a part of it.
But I hate making rules for people if you want to have fun and play a game with them, because it's like Dante will get to like a dialogue section and you'll just skip through it.
Good fortune.
Oh, just wait until there's things to steal and he starts stealing everything.
Yeah. And then he basically like, I looked it up and found this really overpowered magic thing I can do in Morrowind.
We call that metagaming.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very big metagamer. But only in PvE games. He does not. He refuses to play PvP.
Yes, I know.
Which
I've
is
been
fine.
trying to get him to. I was trying to get him to do a Civ 5 game with everybody who has it. Have a friendly Civ 5 game of just us. We can make teams, alliances, backstabbing, all that shit.
You lost me.
Fake religions.
There's no
But
such
no,
thing.
he doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to do PvP.
Oh, that trinket I got. It's like a rune, like from the rune blades, from the jailer, and like increases your versatility, but also increases the damage you take. And then I use it again, gives you this stat, but causes you to bleed until until the buff is gone. What the hell is going on here? He's just sitting here.
So, I remember playing Baldur's Gate 2, and a buddy of mine cheated his character creation to max out his stats.
Mhm.
And somehow he got his hands on like some big ass spell. And again, we just started playing the game. There's only the three of us and the NPC characters, and somehow he fucked up a spell so badly that it summoned the final boss.
Oh, God.
Yeah, final boss or high demon character of super level basically just instantly comes in and just starts killing all of us. We literally started the game 5 minutes ago and he's killed us all.
Jeez. Did that game have permadeath?
I don't know. We just restarted. We could save our characters, so we
Okay.
just... Ah, fuck. We died. Alright. Everybody, start over.
May I be of service?
Yeah, that game. That guy, he fucked it all up, and we never went back to playing with him.
Yeah.
It wasn't that single incident, but it helped.
Yeah.
Also, this was like way back when voice chat was in its infancy.
Yeah, I heard that clear.
Greetings, warrior. Okay, goodbye.
Great. Farewell.
How rude, just to come up to talk to me and won't even let me finish a sentence. What would you do if they added shit-talking NPCs to the game who would say shit like that when you just walk away?
Yeah.
Like you'd get this chat window open up or where the person has a talking head.
Mm-hmm.
That warrior was most rude. Just comes up to talk to me, and then as soon as I try to tell him something, he walks away. What a jerk.
Yeah. I know Warcraft, after you click on a character too many times, they're like, go away, you're bothering me.
Yes, I know. That's been around for quite some time in that game. It was funny.
Knock it off. Quit it.
That's where the original memes started coming from, where they would just be movie references.
Yeah. Humans have a fucking Lord of the Ring joke. Lord of the Rings joke. It's about these two gnomes who find a bracelet of power and have to cast it, go to the burning steps and cast it into the cauldron. Thinking of having it.
Not Warcraft in space.
Technically, we're in space, but not really.
Oh yeah, hey, it's Warcraft in space.
Warcraft in space.
Oh my god, self-fulfilling prophecy from 1997.
What?
That quote, "This is not Warcraft in space," that's a quote from StarCraft, the original, from 1997.
Oh god.
And why does 1997 keep coming up in conversations?
It was 1970, 1997 something. I don't know.
North Hollywood Shootout, 1997. Final Fantasy VII, 1997.
Did you say the worst
Oh,
Final Fantasy?
I said Final Fantasy VII. Came out in 1997.
That's funny.
I still remember. I watched this video about Final Fantasy VII, the original on PlayStation 1, and they were in the game. Tried to do so many new things that it was a jumble. It was spaghetti code.
Mm-hmm.
And when they finally got a version of it that worked, they were like, "Don't change anything. That's the build."
Yeah, it's funny how some games like that. Warcraft couldn't increase, like, it took Blizzard until, I think, like, a couple of years ago before they were able to actually increase the size of the backpack, the main backpack, by 4 slots.
Wow.
Like, they could change the size of the other backpacks, but, like, your character's, like, bag that they have with them all the time, couldn't change it.
Well, apparently in the original, I keep saying, because of the remake, in Final Fantasy VII for the PS1,
Mhm.
there are 2 CGI cinematics in that game that are incredibly rare that most people have not seen.
What do you have to do something special?
Well, one of them, you have to fail a mission that's so friggin' easy, you have to be retarded to fail it.
Mhm.
The other one, I have no idea. I've only ever seen a part of it in the trailer for the game. I have no idea how to trigger it. I've tried all sorts of things in the past when I was trying to trigger that. I've looked it up, see no mention of it anywhere. But if you watch the original trailer, there it is.
We had a
And it's
guy.
not like it's some big scene either.
We had a guy at
It's
work.
just literally some weird-looking plane taking off.
We had a guy at work who kept bringing up what was the Final Fantasy movie they made that was all CGI?
Final Fantasy.
He kept talking about he put his hands on his face and it looked real, and he kept acting it out. It looked so real, and it's like, yep, uh-huh.
Yeah, that first Final Fantasy CGI film, it was artistically impressive, but story-wise dumb,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And I don't like, well, some people do like to make comparisons from that film to Final Fantasy VII just because.
Mm.
But the comparisons are so thin, it's not even worth mentioning. But seriously. And now that I've seen more films, come to think of it, there's a Miyazaki film that came out like 10 years before that has almost the same plot, just slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not slightly, very different, but almost identical plot. We have to save the planet from these things that are killing all the people on the planet. But if we try to hurt them, they'll just keep killing the planet. And the people within it. We must learn coexistence.
We must learn coexistence.
Now that I think about it, yeah. Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, and that Final Fantasy film have pretty much the same exact plot. Just one is more impressive with CGI and it's all future bullshit, while the other is not. It's all post-apocalyptic, hey, this is what we have left bullshit.
Yeah.
More steampunk than anything else, but that film is creepy as fuck. Like, what are you doing? Are you done?
I went on a different character, or a different or the modern WoW.
Yeah. So what class do you have to have 2 swords?
Just a warrior. Or a rogue can have 2 swords. A monk can have 2 swords, but they use their fists for the attacks. Or you can be a fury warrior. They dual wield.
Wait, the monk has swords, but he doesn't use them.
No, they're mostly for the stat. Well, they affect your attack damage, but you mostly just punch.
I carry these swords with me that magically boost my fist powers.
Yeah, pretty much.
The women's call me Fisto.
Fisto.
I am a world champion fister.
My God.
Why does everybody laugh at me when I say that?
Does everyone laugh when I say that? They are after me, Lucky Charms.
Did that woman just put you to sleep?
No.
Or is that an emote?
No, whenever it's called somnambulist, whenever I'm in a rested area for a certain amount of time, I get movement speed.
So, did you know it is possible for you to be so fucking tired that you can fall asleep while running?
Wouldn't you just fall down?
Apparently not. There's Navy SEALs who swear about it when they're going through Hell Week. That was the day I learned I could run while run and fall asleep at the same time. I
Damn.
don't 100% believe him, but at the same time, I'm not about to question it.
I could see someone going into like a daze, but like, oh yeah, I totally just fell asleep. It was like, yeah, okay.
I have seen the videos of Hell Week. I have seen what those guys get put through, and I know for a fact I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Like I'm not. It's not even like me. Like I'm a tough guy, but I would eventually like having a drill sergeant yell at you, like, "Stop it! Stop!"
Yeah.
Like what is that? Train spotting
I've-
or Requiem for a Dream, where their baby dies and then the guy sees it crawling on the ceiling.
Yeah, that's train spotting.
Stop!
Do you have 13 gold and 41 silver?
No, I have 28,000 gold, 530 silver.
Okay, then what was that gold and silver icon?
I
Was in
think
your
that's
lower?
just telling me how much I could sell something for.
But
Maybe
that was when you were in the salon.
that's how much it cost.
Oh. So you busting out your mobile shop?
Yeah.
I have many,
He just sells some stuff.
wares.
And this guy lets me transmog.
Do people actually come to you to buy things, or?
No, if I'm around and they need to sell stuff, because you can really only sell stuff. The stuff he buys is from an older expansion, which kind of sucks. It'd be nice if it updated the food.
That guy seems to be
May
following
your
you.
feet find good trails.
Or is that your buddy?
I don't know. That guy's just standing there.
Oh yeah, Scourger left, by the way.
Yeah.
He's no longer in the chat.
Yeah, he told me in game he was heading out. I didn't hear him leave though.
Holy crap, I've been watching you play World of Warcraft for like the past 2 hours.
Yeah, I streamed for 3 hours last night. Again, I'm not necessarily trying to get it like, I'm gonna stream and make it my job, but
Well, if you wanted to be YouTube famous, I know the first step towards it.
what?
Learn how to edit
I was gonna
videos.
say, film a dead body.
Why do you do this to me when I try to legit help you? And I have pure intentions. The first step to becoming a famous YouTuber, learn to do video editing. If you can't edit your videos are gonna be shit.
hmm
Once you do that, then it's really just a matter of quality and quantity. You're not gonna become super famous right away unless you do something, I don't know, that goes viral, but then
Yeah.
again, you never know what it's gonna be. You don't want it to be intentional, because if it's intentional, then you're just being an asshole.
hmm
Look at me, I'm gonna go around and just slap random people and become YouTube famous.
I'm gonna slap random people and just say I'm trolling.
Still remember there's some Twitch streamer, he's out broadcasting his location from like a restaurant. Such and such restaurant, having all this fancy food. Guy walks up to him and says, "Hey, I'm with the mafia. We're sick of your fucking stream. Get the fuck out of here, or we're gonna kick your ass."
That seems very fake. The guy being in the mafia. Hey, I'm from the mob. Hey, I'm the member of a criminal organization. I need you to leave.
Well, could be fake. I don't know. I don't really care. This was just on Twitch. I was
Yeah.
watching Twitch fails. And it was on Twitch fails. there were some very funny Twitch fails at that time when I was watching those. Still remember this one Twitch streamer. She was getting trolled in GTA, you know, where they put animations and shit.
Mhm.
Force your character to do something. Well, someone figured out how to get that animation of the guy fucking that one girl in the ass in that one mission.
Oh my god.
Spawned him in right behind her.
God, that was so dumb. That was totally like boner material for the gamers.
Yeah, I don't know. Debatable. In my opinion, debatable. But then again, that's just because I didn't find it sexy in the slightest. I found it honestly to be grotesque.
No, it's just kind of gross.
But then again, I don't like celebrities. You're walking on water, my dude.
Oh yeah, for some like I have a fishing raft. You know, it's not showing up though.
Are you fishing?
Yeah.
So, same character, same woman, same streamer. She was arguing with her chat. This is again Twitch fails.
Mhm.
Arguing with her chat. Can't remember what it was about, but she says every time you piss me off, I'm going to zip up my top even more.
Oh my god.
Of course, she has her cleavage out.
Mhm.
Because this was before the cleavage ban. And the funny thing is eventually she zips up her top all the way and she just says, fuck it. I need the views. Like, oh my goodness, you whore. Wait a minute, is that a fish or a person?
Where?
That's a raccoon?
Yes, trashy.
Is there significance to that character that I don't know about?
No, he's just.
something?
If you throw things into
See
the
you
lake,
later.
he just comes along and
See
cleans
you
it.
around. Hey there.
No, he's just
Have a
swimming
good one.
around. He's just kind of there for atmosphere.
That would be funny. Imagine your character, anytime you throw any item away, an NPC character will spawn and come pick it up.
Give a hoot, don't
But it's-
pollute.
Or it's literally trash pandas. Or better yet, depending on what the item is, will depend on what character goes and grabs it. So if you throw away food, it's like wild animals, but if it's a item, like shopkeepers will steal it, or some low-level person, or I don't know.
Yeah, that would be interesting if you threw something away, but most of the stuff people throw away is because they can't sell it. Like, the vendors won't take it.
I ain't buying that crap. But this is vintage. It is little shit, my sir.
Vintage shit.
This is vintage elf shit. Elf shit only once every 10 years.
Oh my god.
I'd find that factually impossible. And that was a reference to yet another comedy film that you probably never saw.
No.
What was his name? His name is literally on a poster in the other room. Famous actor from The Naked Gun. Leslie Nielsen. So, Leslie Nielsen made a film called like 2001: A Space Travesty or something like that.
Oh.
Where
What can I do for
it's-
you? Safe travel.
was your typical parody film.
How are
And
you?
in it, there was some alien they introduced, and apparently this alien only takes a shit once every decade, so It's a big celebration for him. But the whole thing is just one long shit joke.
God.
What's everyone celebrating? Well, that guy just took a shit. Why would they celebrate that? Well, you'd celebrate too if you took a shit only once every 10 years. I am going to ride my cuttlefish.
This fishing rod turns me into a shark when I go in the water.
Generic guild name.
Yes. That's the same guild I'm in.
Oh. About to ask that. So what is up with your fishing rod, my good sir?
It's a Murloc skeleton. It's the legendary fishing rod from a couple expansions ago. It has jiggle bones.
Let's see why that would make a good fishing rod, but then again, I don't know.
It's magical bullshit.
It's magical bullshit.
It's magically facetious.
What?
Hmm?
I just opened a new page on my web browser and here's a news story. Tupac was offended when Jada asked him not to attack Will Smith. What? Tupac dead. What do you mean he didn't tell Jada Smith?
I have no idea what.
And now I'm reminded of back when my name used to be Eazy-E at work. So, short, funny story. I used to have a manager. He started going around giving people nicknames. He gave me the nickname Easy. Because I was easygoing guy. And my, first name starts with an E. So, Easy-E. Also, he literally just saw Straight Outta Compton that weekend before he dubbed me that.
Oh my god.
I don't rap in any way at work or anything like that.
My
So
name's
he starts going,
Easy-E, and I'm here to say, gonna rap in a major way.
the pause. Killing me with that pause, my dude. So, starts calling me Easy-E, and one night we have our cleaning crew come in to clean the floors at work. And they're leaving, so my boss yells out for me, "Hey, Easy! Work it leaving! Get up here!" Because I'm in the back of the store cleaning up, where the guys are not cleaning. I'm moving boxes. And one of the guys looks at him and goes, "That N-word is dead."
Oh,
What you talking about?
was it the hard R or the?
The GA.
Okay.
Try not to get you knocked off YouTube.
Like you.
So, it's just funny how he says that so blatantly. It confused the cleaning crew as to who you're talking about. And then out comes this white guy from the back. That's it. That's all. Whole story. I know. No epic finish, but. Eh.
Ugh.
Oh no. I'm no longer watching you on YouTube. So I've been watching on YouTube and not testing out anything on my PC.
It's perfectly
But-
fine. I'm more doing this to like see if I can stream, and then if I can stream, then I can, I don't know, not put more effort into it necessarily, but
I'm a Twitch streamer. All you got. Wow.
the reason I'm doing YouTube is just because like it's there. Twitch, you have to re-upload the video to YouTube within like a month or something, or they just automatically delete the VOD. But this is like this, it becomes a YouTube video.
Well, becoming a popular Twitch streamer is not the easiest thing.
Mhm.
And
The
again,
reason I'm doing YouTube
best way
is just
to
'cause-
gain an audience is to take all your Twitch streams, edit them into compilation videos for people to watch on YouTube, and that's how you get discovered. It works. That's how Womble did it. But getting discovered is difficult. Twitch. You're going to have to whore yourself out.
I guess it's
And
more
by
of
that
a,
I mean you're gonna need to get a VR model.
I do have a shitty webcam. Just export my warrior's model as my character model. That'd be funny.
And you're gonna need a gimmick. Anyway, I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm
Yeah.
not getting into Twitch streaming. Have thought of ideas for YouTube videos. Like, if I had money and a budget to spend for it, sort of deal. But then again, all these ideas also revolve around having you as the actual person in front of the camera while I'm behind it.
Oh shit.
I had an idea for a YouTube channel. It's a self-defense YouTube channel, but we use the words "not see" as a play on the word Nazi. So we're not fighting Nazis, we're fighting Nazis.
Okay.
Things you don't see, things you won't see coming.
Oh god.
And I even have the perfect mascot that would be the villain.
Who dat?
But I won't say that to you now because I don't want it on YouTube where someone will steal my idea. Look, it'll happen. And I know this sounds crazy and paranoid, but I swear there was a Cartoon Network show that seemed eerily similar to a character I wrote about on a website. His design, at least.
Okay.
And it bugged the crap out of me. And I stopped watching it, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
But then again, I wasn't really doing anything with that character, so
Well met.
I need to get back into writing. I have
a good
ideas
one.
for stories and such.
Are they prawn stories?
Well, no. I say well, no, because yes, one of them does have sex in it, but it's not like explicit. It actually has to do with the story. It's a romance story.
It's erotica then.
But I have ideas.
It's erotic. What'd you say? Erotic!
Great to meet you.
So,
What can I do for
that's
you?
a short tale for you. Last night, I was on a website reading H manga,
Yes.
and I found this one that was kind of interesting, but I'm 80 pages into a 144-page H manga, and no one has had any sex.
Jeez.
I offer the mountain's
At that point, I'm
finest.
questioning, did I not read the label right? Is this labeled wrong?
No,
What
purchase
can I
as
do
you
for
will.
you? You need
Can I
something?
help
How are
Still
you?
haven't finished it. But it was funny, to be honest. But just kind of surprised. 80 pages in, and nothing's really happened.
Yeah,
An extra charge for the suit.
they psyched you out.
Like, wait a minute. Am I being cucked by this manga? It would make sense. It's the latest thing. H manga's that cucked of you.
I don't know why that's become such a thing lately. Even all that, like the anime sites, it's all that stuff. Well, not anime sites, you know, quote unquote anime.
I don't know.
Host detected. Infection commencing. Initiating blood dispersal.
People,
Target host.
human beings are fucking weird, my dude.
Yeah.
If you haven't figured that out, well, nothing I can do. I'm still weirded out when I go onto my sim modding website and I hear download my girlfriend, fuck her, take pictures of her, send it to me.
I mean, I guess if the girlfriend's into it.
Fluid evacuation
yeah, it's-
in progress. Entering standby.
That's the thing though, I don't know if she's into it.
Yeah.
It's just the guy saying that.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you kind of feel like the guys are like, oh yeah, totally, they're into it, and then the girlfriend's like, yeah, huh.
Don't get why these guys don't. It's a fetish. But if it was just the one guy who doing it, then I wouldn't think anything of it. Oh, it's just the one guy, but there's multiple people doing it.
Yeah.
Found it on that thing that I was reading. And it's labeled.
Level at maximum. Resume collection. Deploying cudgel. Fuel levels
Just give me a
depleted.
second.
Shutting
Access some sort
down.
of caretaker that I believe operates this facility.
It is rather funny,
What's that?
I admit. What I've been reading. I'm gonna read it later. Don't want to read it while you're on the YouTube. Otherwise, I'll start reading it on your YouTube channel.
I'll get these doors open.
Or just pointing out the funny scenes.
Blasted doors.
Hey, then you'll get a YouTube audience.
Yeah.
This guy plays Warcraft while this other guy talks about ancient manga. This is awesome.
Aren't they those Jinchis?
Well, that one was. But then again, I don't fucking.
Or are those only unauthorized ones?
If this is based off an actual series, I don't know what the series is. Because the story I was reading is, it's just your typical isekai starter story, but turned into human. One day a portal opened up to another world, and I went to go be a part of the student exchange program and became a student in the other world, where I then met X character, and X character has a unique body unlike all the other people from my world. And then hilarity ensues because this character has a penis.
Yeah.
A rather large one. And now romantic feelings are felt by one side of the party, but not mine. Ha ha ha.
Suction protocol initiated. Testing bacterial resistance to extreme heat.
But I do enjoy comedy with H manga. There are some legit, really funny ones. I still remember one where this guy runs into his boss from work, but his boss is a Labadia.
What is that?
Snake woman.
Oh,
From the waist, it's like a mermaid, but from the waist down, she's got like a snake body, but from the waist up, a human body. So he finds his boss, who's the Labadia snake, and essentially takes her home, and she's drunk because she just got dumped or stood
Oh
up
my
for
God.
on a date.
I don't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to be like shitting on you, but it's like, oh my god, this story.
So, guy confesses his love that he's had his crush on her, they fuck. And then at the very end, it has this super funny and super cute moment where she's like, oh my gosh, we're totally dating. Do you want to see this movie later? If you read it, maybe you'd find it funny.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Testing bacterial resistance to system.
Or there's just the other one. It was based off of some video game, and basically the main character has like 20 party members,
Jeez.
You're a sight for sore
and
eyes.
he ends
Close
up
as I can
having
think
sex
of,
with
this
all
is
the
some
female
sort of research
members,
facility.
in his party at a hot spring of all places. But when he wakes up, he passes out after the very last one, wakes up and doesn't remember anything. He's like, oh my god, what just happened?
Why would the Titans keep an old god alive?
What did I do?
Collection of data is imperative to combating the old gods. Cahoon's unique biology.
Funny enough, I actually saw another one that's almost identical to that. Only the character has memory problems.
Negative. Data inconclusive.
Oh, the other one, it was just sort of done for laughs.
And are scheduled to be deployed
Oh my
in
goodness.
2360.
I blacked out for an hour at this bathhouse, and now everyone's passed out. Except for me. This really looks bad.
In order to destroy the specimen, you must reactivate the vault consoles located throughout the swing. Activating all consoles will grant access to Cahoon's vault, where the specimen may be purged.
So have I missed anything going on in Discord while I've been working?
Sounds like a plan.
No, I haven't been in Discord much.
I'll see what other secrets
Dante
the
and them are
Titans
like
may have
always in
left
VR
behind.
chat talking to other people who aren't in the Discord. You know what I mean? So there's like 3 conversations going on.
Jack is Bay. Really sucked it.
Yeah, Jack's cool.
Alright. Look, if you're into Jack, I got nothing against it. I just didn't like her.
Callie was the first one I picked, but you know, after a while it's kind of like the weird, like of course everybody would go for the submissive shy chick in a video game.
Well, it started off with I just want to see her face, and then just went from there.
And then BioWare's like, we'll just get a stock photo and add an extra eyeball and call it.
Oh, I didn't add an extra eyeball. They took away 2 fingers and changed the eyes.
God, that's so dumb.
Yeah, it was garbage, and the fan base was mad, and the meme was so good. I still remember the Tally face memes from the second game. Some were legit funny, others were just... Now you're just being silly. Tally takes off face mask, it's Rex the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And it does the typical shepherd.
Shepherd.
I don't like Jack because, from my perspective, she's a psychotic bitch.
Yeah. But because she was put in the Cerberus Institute.
Well, I know the reasons, but
Well,
still.
it's just kind of like Goodwill Hunting. It's not your fault. No, Jack.
Gotcha.
It's not your fault.
God.
No, Jack. Listen. It's not your fault.
Yeah, the other thing that my other bias against Jack is when I was doing my first playthrough, I was without realizing it romancing Jack. When I was trying to just romance Tally, so I eventually got to this point where Tally's like, "You need to clear things up with Jack." At which point, I immediately dumped Jack, and then all of a sudden, I get nothing. She used to say nothing but "fuck you" anytime you're trying to talk to her. Fuck you. Go. Fuck you, Shepard.
I need to do another playthrough of Mass Effect. They got, I think they had the Legendary Edition on EA Play. I don't know. I own all of them, but the newer version would be neat. I wonder if you can upload your old Shepards. It's funny, I accidentally made an Asian Shepherd, and I was like, shit, but I kept playing with it, and now Shepherd is that Asian Shepherd. Like, there is no other Shepherd. He's my Shepherd now. I look at the normal Shepherd, and he's like, God, he looks weird.
God, what did I do to you? just because, Sectum, deep down, you're a secret Asian man.
Secret Asian man, secret Asian man.
I like my new background feature for this computer. My other computer probably had the same feature, I just never found it. I have a rotating slideshow, so it changes the background every half hour.
Yep, that's what I used to have, but I just have the default Windows thing with the World of Warcraft character looking through the window. Like, champion, Azeroth's wounds.
Yeah, well, mine is... I just downloaded like 13 pictures of huskies and using that as my background. Gotta find that really funny one I had. I saved it somewhere. I know I posted it on Guardbreak when I first found it. But it's essentially the Huskies talking to the audience in like one of those poster formats. Everything was going great with my relationship, and then she came along, and the Huskies just staring death daggers at this girl standing next to a guy. And I find it so fucking hilarious. Yep, found it. There it is. Oh my goodness. Posting it in general. Everything was going fine until she came along.
I've heard stories about the power in the Zoth's minions, but I never thought I'd see one. Honestly, I hope I never do again.
First console activated.
I really need to go find that app that turns off or blocks any news story that has to do with the Kardashians. I really don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, it's... They're like celebrity business just perpetuating itself. You know, they didn't do anything really. Anything. It's just, you know what I mean.
Oh, what the fuck, City of LA? That better not be an actual photo of SWAT equipment.
What is the photo? Or what's it about?
See if I can open just the photo. My issue is they got a belt-fed machine gun on the top of a Humvee.
Oh yeah, they're militarizing.
But you're never, ever are you going to use a belt-fed machine gun in a SWAT situation. You don't want to do that.
They will find a reason to
unless
bring it
you're
out.
unless you're literally just trying. Trying to have a big dick moment, that's what you bust out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Technically, in a SWAT situation, it is retarded. Because that's a spray and pray weapon when you need precision.
Yeah.
I have many lucky tools you like. Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Oh my god, I have those
Now
same
entering
boots.
the viral oncology wing. This laboratory
Joke.
contains thousands of the most dangerous viral strains in the known cosmos, alphabetically sorted for ease of access. Alert. Viral containment breached. Contaminated specimen approaching. Risk of infection imminent.
Okay, so apparently in Los Angeles today, there was a 9-hour standoff with the SWAT department, only for the SWAT team to go in and find that nobody was in the fucking building.
Why? What was it about?
Suspected armed suspect. Sounds like somebody got swatted, only that they left the house before the SWAT team arrived.
Oh.
That's what it sounds like to me.
The fact that they don't even verify anything.
That officer secured the building and found that no suspect were inside. That is just a waste of taxpayer money. And really embarrassing. I feel bad for that SWAT team. That's just gonna turn him into a training moment. Now guys, there was nobody inside, so what did we learn?
Nothing.
Who said nothing? I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Good, I'm
Raise
being
your
constipated.
fucking head. 2-hour standoff with an empty building. Now, granted, I'm probably missing something, or the news story is missing something. Aww. That's some news I didn't want to hear. Not too bad. The next Spider-Man Spider-Verse sequel is being delayed until June. Oh, June of next year. Fuck. Well, if they're pushing it that far back, I'm guessing they're redoing some scenes. Because CGI work takes time.
What movie is this again? I'm sorry.
Do you remember the Spider-Man film with Miles Morales?
Yeah.
It's a sequel to that.
Okay.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Being delayed until for another year.
Oh wow.
Which means they're probably doing. Since it's all CGI, you can't really call it reshoots. Or could you call it reshoots?
I don't know. Edits.
What in blazes is that thing?
This facility has experimented on a variety of life forms to research solutions for old god corruption.
You missed one.
Create an account with us for this game. But I don't want to. Okay then. I'm booting up City Skylines. Let's see if this cloud saves. Privacy policy. How we use your personal information. The Paradox Interactive Privacy Policy. Oh, fuck you, game. Nope. Did not cloud save. Well, I ain't the worst. Loss. Starting anew in City Skylines is actually kind of fun. And my last city was having problems anyway.
Can I help you?
It's apparently going to be a Among Us VR game.
Huh. Kind of feel like they've already had something like that before.
Oh, there's the unofficial one in VR chat.
Yeah, that's true.
Which does make you wonder what they would do if they're making their own, but so it would appear nothing cloud saved this time around.
Or did you not? Can you sync your cloud saves?
Don't know.
Commander, look!
It says they're synchronized for City
Jumping
Skylines,
right
but
into our nets.
it didn't work.
Go!
Those ballista will be firing any second.
Continue our approach, Captain.
Aye, Lord Admiral.
Lady Proudmoore, the mission was a success. Our stealth agents are clear of the area.
Thank you, Spymaster. Hi, Tinker. Are you ready?
I'll activate our surprise just as soon as we're in range.
Now.
Steady.
I'm gonna take off.
Alrighty, you have a good one.
I gotta bake a cake tomorrow for my nephew's birthday.
Piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
What?
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
Now is not the time for a Lazy Town song.
It's the way you... something or other.
Go spouting off racial slurs, thinking you're funny.
What?
Remember, the character who sings that song, the actress, got busted for saying the N word.
Wasn't that Tana Mongo a different person?
I don't know. All I know is somebody. This one.
Har Fiddly Dee, yeah,
Yeah. Anyways, see it, my dude.
Yep.
Time to deploy our simian friend. The Horde won't know what hit them. Unleash the beast!
You trespass upon sacred ground, outsiders. You will not defile Zuldazar with your filth.
A troll paladin. Now I've seen it all. Protest all you want, but you appear to be outnumbered.
The light of the lower is all the strength I need. Face me! The light judges all. The light judges all. The reckoning is at hand! Twang! Drive this outsider from Zuldazar! The light judges all! Victory for the lower!
All forces advance. Establish a perimeter. I don't want it. Vanguard, with me! Press forward!
Soldiers, Defend our sacred city. Halt the enemy advance. Zandala forever.
I have many, many wares. Many farewells. I have many lucky doos. You like? May your feet find good trails.
Greetings.
will hold the Zandalari back. Heroes, you deal with this pair of horde thugs.
Well, well. The Alliance's greatest heroes, stumbling their way into the heart of the Troll Empire. I fear we can let them proceed no further.
On my homeworld, I leveled countless lightbound foes. I have been eager to do the same to these rivals of the Horde. You face the Dragon of Draenor!
You will burn to ashes! Behold the flames of the Phoenix!
The elements will break you!
The Phoenix takes many forms!
No quarter for you!
The very might of the cosmos will crush you!
Your defense is feeble.
Behold the flames of the Phoenix!
The dragon will bring your doom!
All will be consumed!
Your alliance will be broken!
Be on guard, champions. I sense a rising darkness.
It seems the Banshee Queen isn't the only one with ghouls in her arsenal.
No surprise in her choice of allies. The Zandalari deserve their fate.
I have many, many wares. Many farewells.
Weapon against us.
He was a noble fellow who deserved better. Heroes,
need these beasts knocked out of the air. Where is Mecha Torque with that new toy of his?
Did someone call for an airstrike?
Our incursion point is up ahead. Clear a path to the waterfall.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels. Like you.
You have the coordinates, High Tinker. Fire when ready.
Stand back, heroes. I'll get you inside the pyramid. and keep the skies clear.
I, Gammon, will save us.
We've already scouted these halls and disarmed the Zandalari defenses. Our way in should be clear.
a lesson to you. Oh, thank goodness! Don't you worry, my precious baby boy. I'm gonna take good care of you.
Chugga 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 choo choo.
my precious baby boy. I'm gonna take good care of you. Yes, you're right.
Get you geared.
Those Alliance goons will never loin.
Who's a good golden golem? You